G'day guys, I'm the one and only Strom, and I'd love to know, how you doing? Good? Well, that's great. So today, I wanted to share with you guys my growing up gay in high school story. So, yeah. I first realized that I myself was gay when I was probably about 13 going on 14 during year 8 of high school. That's when I first realized that I was gay, but I was like, as to be expected, I was still in the closet and I didn't want to come out like publicly as gay and have to deal with like potential homophobes and all that, and it's just like and it's just like I I was never one of these people who was really obsessed with my sexuality, but I still realized that I was gay. I was just like in denial of it, thinking it was just like kind of like a phase. It's just like and like in high school, right? There was like there was only like in my year group, year 9. There was only one other person who was out and openly gay. His name was Trent, and he was basically what I would describe as the stereotypical femme gay, who was very bitchy and throwing shade left, right, and center. And he was just like, not only did he have a big bloody ego on him, but he was also really condescending and rude to just about everyone, barring the select few people he had in his friend group, which were all bloody females. It's just like, yeah. He pretty much lived up to the stereotype of a bitchy drama queen, femme gay. And it's just like, yeah. That kind of like, well, it kind of worked against him, like, because most people in our year group really couldn't stand him. He just like he was very polarized in that sense. Like he wasn't very popular at all, and most people, just myself included, used to find him just completely insufferable and just like ugh, seriously, why do we have to deal with him for? And it's just like, yeah. But the funny thing is, right? Like as far as I'm concerned, like it's kind of weird because like from starting around about midway through year 9, like a, a rumor kind of like started that I was like gay, but I never went out of my way to either confirm that I was or deny that I wasn't. Like I was just left it ambiguous in the sense that I was like, whatever. And like it kind of resulted in me kind of like, like whenever people would see me like either in like I never used to hang out in the main quad. I used to hang out in either the library quad or the back quad. But whenever people would like to see me like out there, they'd just see me like sitting by myself, minding my own business. But they'd notice that I'd be paying attention to the guys exclusively. Like, and I think they kind of like realized it's like I think that's where the rumor actually came from. People just noticing me staring and just like I wasn't like I was like personality wise in high school. I was like the opposite of Trent. Like I wasn't the type of person to go around flaunting my sexuality. Like I didn't go around, trying to flirt with like anyone, whether they be male or female. Like it's just like I was just content to, enjoy the eye candy of, the people around me without, going out of my way to flirt and try to, give people unwanted attention and, make people feel uncomfortable and like that. And it's just like, yeah, in a way, it kind of slowly boosted my popularity in the sense that like people would prefer to have like if you had to choose between what type of gay person you'd want, people would choose to have me as a like the kind of company they'd rather than Trent. It's like because I became known as like the unofficial gay person in school. Like it's just like okay, that's a bit weird, but okay. I didn't necessarily like hate that thing, like hate that title, but just never publicly, while I was in high school, came out like as gay. And it's just like, yeah, okay, you can think what you want about me, I don't mind. It's just like I didn't bother to confirm it, or I didn't bother to deny it. It's just like, yeah, and it's just like I kind of like enjoyed like people like giving me compliments, just like not be, not being like living up to the stereotype that Trent was. Like, yeah, it's just it was nice being actually noticed for once, because I was like one of the people in school that was like a loner, like kept to myself. Was never really used to getting attention. Didn't seek it. Didn't want it. But I didn't mind actually getting attention for once, because it was actually like people liked me for some weird reason that you know it's just as weird as it was. It's just like, okay. So yeah, it's just like, yeah, and that persisted until right up until the end of high school. Like, it mainly picked up like steam like in year 11 and year 12 of high school. Like, is when I really started to notice that I was getting more popular rather than my early high school years. So it's just like, yeah. And the funny thing is, like, after like a few years after I finished high school, because I finished high school in 2008 after year 12, and like after I finished high school, a few years later, when I was about, how old was I about? I think I was 22, like 1 year before I started making YouTube videos. And it's like, I ran into Trent like in public, and I said hi to him, and he's just like, "Who the fuck are you?" I was just like, "Don't you remember me? I'm Andrew Waters from high school." He's like, "Fuck, you got ugly." And I was just like, "Yeah, okay, I can see you haven't changed much. You're still the same obnoxious, condescending, rude bitch, femme gay that you are." He's just like, "No, I fucking care what you think." And it's just like, and I was just like, "Well, okay then, but I think you should know that even though I wasn't out in high school, I am out now, and I am gay. But you know what? I'd never give you a chance. 'Cause you're just not my type." And he was like he didn't know what to say to that, and he was just like, I don't think he would have even considered giving me a chance if even if I was out in high school. But personally, I wouldn't give him a chance because I just honestly don't like his personality. So it's just like, yeah, it was kind of like a mutual thing, and like some people would have been surprised by that because there's like it's mainly boomers that think this, like, but you know, people tend to think that just because like a person's gay, like that we're all attracted to the same people, regardless of like compatibility and type. They think the only thing that attracts us to each other is like the fact that we're gay, when that's totally not the case. Like, there's a whole issue of compatibility and type, and like if a person's not your type, then you're obviously not going to be into them. So it's just like it's the same with like hetero dating, like but yeah. So yeah, it's just like after that encounter with Trent, I was just like, I'm glad I never gave him a chance, because I would have been in a miserable fucking relationship. So it's just like, and like for those of you who don't know, femmes are not my type. Like, ugh, they're such a turn off for me. So yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty much the end of this story. So yeah, that's where I'm going to wrap up the video now. So if you enjoyed this little LGBT, story, gay story of mine, then why not hit that like button? Share it around with your friends. Subscribe to see more from me. ring that notification bell to be notified when I've uploaded new videos. And follow me on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. All links will be in the description box below. And drop a comment down below telling me what you guys think. If you want. No, I don't mind getting comments. I respond to all of them. So or most of them anyway. So yeah. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.